what is your content? What's the message of that? Are you serving in your content? Is it about you and your journey and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and then here's a photo of me, here's another photo of me, here's a cool thing? Or is it about you and I, we're going to do this thing. I'm going to teach you how to do this. This is how I do this so that you can do this. Like there's a huge difference and it's subtle changes that you can make. I think people think of that and they get a little overwhelmed of like, well, how do I even make selfless content? It's tiny shifts. It's how you communicate. It's like, welcome back to the Champagne Social. Classes in session today, everybody. We are putting the social in Champagne Social today, and we are going to get you unstuck on social media because I know so many people are frustrated, feel stuck on social. That's literally why I started my business, why I started this podcast. I want you to get unstuck. We're going to get you unstuck today. And I broke it down to 6 simple things. Could I make this list into 60 things? Sure, but we don't need to complicate it. These 6 things will make a huge difference in your social media, in the growth on your social media, how you connect with your audience, how they connect with you, your engagement, all of those beautiful things. Because just a quick reminder, it is not all about likes and followers, okay? It is also about the people that are already following you. How are they viewing your content? How are they viewing your content? How is your content resonating with them? That all matters a lot. I think so many people just focus on likes and follows. Sure, those are great things, but we have so many other ways of measuring your engagement and your growth. And I don't want you to be so focused on followers and likes. Like those things are great. We want those things, but it's not all about that. And so maybe that's just the first thing I want you to do is just kind of detach from like caring so much about the metrics and think more big picture of like, how's your content resonating? Are more people responding to your stories? Are more people commenting? Are more people saving or sharing? And that all matters too. Like your engagement numbers going up, that's a huge win. So just off the bat, don't focus so much on just followers and likes because it will ebb and flow. And a piece of content could get you a lot of money and be very low engagement. Like it's not all about the engagement, but that's not even what we're talking about today. We're talking about getting unstuck. And the first thing that might be just a very simple reason you're stuck is you're unclear on who you're making your content for. Okay. Like, I don't know why this is a tricky thing for us sometimes, but it is. So let's just normalize that. If you're like feeling that way, totally normal. Just breathe it in, breathe it out. That's okay. But in order to make effective content, you have to know exactly who you're making content for. And this is branding 101. I don't mean fonts. I don't mean colors. I don't mean even where that person shops. Like, yeah, that's cool. That's nice. But what I really mean is like, what are they struggling with? What are their frustrations? What are they stressed out about? What makes them happy? What is the transformation that they want to see happen? What are those things that you can share that will invoke an emotional response in a good way, hopefully, but that will make them think, will make them feel, and that will connect them to you more? You have to get to know your person before you can make any content. That is why when you work with me as a client, we spend an entire month that I can get to know your person, your industry, your audience, and you and your goals. And I can really map that strategy out before I post one thing. Because if I'm just throwing things up on your page and just randomly seeing what sticks, it might work, but probably not. Like you need to know who you're making the content for and what the goal is. So whether that's getting out your pen and piece of paper, maybe you are more of a digital girly, whatever that is, I want you to dedicate time either now or very soon for you to map out who that person is. What do they like? What do they dislike? What are they struggling with? What are they frustrated by? What do they need? Like, how can you help them? That is the epitome of making effective content and standing out on social media if you can be that creator for them to feel something in a good way, you are on your way. The rest is just kind of tiny adjustments from there. Your content has to speak directly to the person that you want to speak to. And that also means you're not speaking to everybody, okay? Like you cannot make content for the entire world and expect it to be effective. You have to be specific. And of course, like you will pick up other people along the way. If I'm making content that is for people that love brown pants, like that was so random. I just got my brown nails, so I'm like thinking about the color brown in fall. But like I have these brand new Aritzia brown pants that I'm obsessed with. If I make a post about that, of course, people that don't know they need brown pants are going to see that post. Of course, other people are going to find it. Of course, you'll pick other people up along the way, but you have to be so specific on who you're making that content for so that when that person sees it, it resonates and they're like, oh, that person knows me. I need to go to their page. I need to like follow. I need more. So get super clear on your content. And my guess is you haven't been that clear. Okay. And that's not anything bad on you, but we need to start from the very beginning first for you to get unstuck. Okay. Number 2, you're not consistent. Anyone like just have their heart sink a little like, yeah, that's right. I'm not. Or are you? I think a lot of us are not consistent. I've been there more times than I want to admit. But you have to be consistent, okay? Social media is like a job, full-time, part-time, whatever. It is a task. It is work. Social media is not always going to feel like this thing that feels really exciting to do or that you have all this time to do or that just like perfectly fits into your day. I think so many people think, okay, social media, it's just, I'll wait till it clicks. I'll wait till it feels doable. I'll wait till it feels easy. I get that. I totally get that because I've been there. But you're not going to get where you want to be on social media with that mindset. So you either need to make it a part of your tasks and like set aside time, or you need to invest in someone like me who's going to do it for you, because you have to be consistent on social media and you have to be present a lot on social media to really grow. I will always challenge you quality over quantity. I never recommend anyone posting like multiple times a day, just throwing a bunch of stuff up. Could that work? Sure. But I would so much rather you post 3 or 4 really quality pieces of content than 20 that are not good at all. So don't worry so much about the quality, but find a posting schedule. And I'm working on resources for you guys that you can use to make this as easy as possible for you. But regardless, you're going to have to set aside time to post and to make content. And I want to be as helpful of a resource as I can, whether it be I'm doing batch content for you, helping you edit, I'm your manager, whatever. But if you are not there and you're like, I'm going to do it all myself, you have to just pencil this into your calendar. It's an appointment, it's a meeting, and you don't miss it. And I know that's harsh, but it's true, right? Like if you tell your personal trainer, I have a goal, and then they say, okay, 3 times a week, we're going to meet here at 8 a.m. And then you don't ever show, the trainer is just gonna be like, well, yeah, you never worked out. So of course you're not where you want to be. That's me right now to you with love, XOXO, but you have to show up consistently. Okay. This is a big one. Number 3, you are making your content about you and for you. I want you to just think about your content. And maybe if you're in a spot now where you can pull your phone up and look at your social media, look at the last like 20 posts. How much of it is centered on you and how much of it are you making it about your audience? And I know you've probably heard a lot of like unselfish vlogs or selfless content, I focus versus you focus. Like, what is your content? What's the message of that? Are you serving in your content? Is it about you and your journey and I'm doing this and I'm doing that and then here's a photo of me, here's another photo of me, here's a cool thing? Or is it about you and I, we're going to do this thing. I'm going to teach you how to do this. This is how I do this so that you can do this. Like there's a huge difference and it's subtle changes that you can make. I think people think of that and they get a little overwhelmed of like, well, how do I even make selfless content? It's tiny shifts. It's how you communicate. It's like, I've been loving this I know that you guys will. I spent the money so that you don't have to. Here's exactly what you should buy from the Sephora sale. Or getting up at 5 a.m. has changed my life. Here's the exact schedule and routine that I follow so that I can still get to work by 9 a.m. Like, you're just shifting your content so that it brings your audience in on your journey and it gives them value. Again, right? You want them to feel something and they should feel a part of it, but also they should get something out of it. I want you to, before you post any piece of content, what is your audience getting out of that piece of content? And it shouldn't just be, oh, cool, okay, bye. It should like make them want to like stop their scroll and read it or look at it or watch it or comment on it or save it or share it, or ideally all of those things, literally all of those. That's ideal. But so many people, I go on their pages and it's like this content is about them, the creator, which of course it's centered around you. It is all about you, but you need to shift the way you communicate, the titles that you have so that it brings your audience in and it gives that what's in it for me feeling, right? Like when we're scrolling on social media, we're not like, how can I learn more about this person today? We're like, what's in it for me? What's exciting? What's valuable? What's going to make me feel better or healthier or more inspired? Like we are always looking for something to fill us up on social, right? So I need you to have that perspective when you're creating content. And we're going to do more on this topic because there's so much to say on it, but I want you to just base level, look at your social and what is in it for your audience as it stands right now and start to shift how you communicate, how you title, all of those things. Okay. This is where social media is a little bit of a game because the way that you start any piece of content or title a piece of content is huge. So number 4, you're probably missing an effective hook. So have you heard of hooks? Maybe, maybe not. The hook is the first thing that they see, they hear, they read that hooks them. Literally, it stops the scroll. Our entire goal on social media is to stop the scroll because there are people just scrolling all the way through their feed. And again, they're looking for something. They want a reason to stop. Give them a reason to stop with an effective hook. Now, I'm also working on resources for this because I want it to be super clear so you guys can like see it with your own eyes and then implement it. So I'm working on that. So just have patience and I'll keep you guys posted. But the hook is that first like 1 to 3 second thing, whether it's what you say, it's how you say it, it's what you have on screen. It's could even be a subliminal hook, right? Like you've seen people with those tiny little mics. You've seen people like shaking their drink or doing the ASMR thing. Like all of those are subliminal hooks. So something's moving on the screen that you're like drawn to. And that's a hook. There's visual hooks, right? Like if you're wearing something weird or you're like looking a little crazy, your hair's wet. Like if something's a little bit out of the ordinary, that's a visual hook. Like we're kind of like, wait a second, what's going on here? If you have a really cool voice or accent, like that's a hook, okay? Like the hook is so many different things, but it is what is going to catch their attention, right? Because it is a little bit of a game on social media. You have to catch their attention. So what are you saying, doing, all that to get their attention right away. And I would love to give you a couple selfless hooks that you could say right away that would catch your attention and would be catch their attention and that would be selfless. So let's just use social media as an example. Okay. This is just off the cuff. So if I was making a reel, one of the things I could say is, if your whole goal is to go viral on social media, you're doing it wrong. And here's exactly what you should do to shift that. Okay, like that'd be a hook. If your goal is to go viral, that immediately hooks you right away. Or let's see, another one could be, what if I told you you're actually posting too much on social media and pulling back is going to help you grow way more? Okay, those are just 2 simple examples of selfless hooks. So it's starting off really strong. I think so many people start off with like, hi, my name is Madeline, or good morning, welcome to my page, or hi, today we're going to talk about blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Get right into the hook, get right to the meat of it, right to the heart of it, right into it. And then after you do the hook and they're like, oh, I want to watch this, then you can say, hi, I'm Madeline. I'm a social media strategist. I'm here to make this easier and better for you. So here's exactly what you're going to do. Okay. So you have that hook right away, catch their attention, keep them watching, and then get into the meat of your message or what you want to talk about. Again, it can be a visual hook, subliminal hook. Let me know if I should do more about hooks, and I want to make a resource that can make it super easy and implementable for you. So let me know how that lands. Next up, someone's coming onto your page, right? Okay, so your content is working, okay? They saw your post, they liked it, now they're on your page. Wah, wah, wah. What are they going to see? Is your bio unclear? Are your highlights a mess? Do you not have any pinned posts? And then are all your posts about you? Okay. And I'm not trying to be harsh with you guys, but I'm just trying to be big sister Mads here so that we can get you unstuck, because so many times we are in our own way on social media. So when I go onto people's pages for audits and I see their bio, so many times we just have some little tiny tweaks, like their message is there, but we need to just make that bio even more clear. And here's the honest truth, you guys, there are millions and millions of people on social media, and there are probably tons of people doing the exact same thing as you, right? Like in a similar industry, there are a million people doing social media. There are a million people doing lifestyle content. We all have so many people creating the same content, like industry as us, same category. So what is going to make us stand out? And I want you to be crystal clear on who you are and what's in it for the audience. Again, don't make your bio all about you. What is in it for the audience? You know who you are. They don't. So how can they see your bio and immediately say, oh, that's for me. This is the page for me. I need this. I love this. This really resonates. So your bio is an amazing way. Again, it's a hook. Like it gets them to say, oh, I need this. This is for me. What can you say? And I also really just quickly, please stop using ChatGPT for your bios, copying, pasting it, because we can tell. So you can use chat as like kind of an outline, but then I want you to make it more personal and more you and feel less chatty. You know what I mean? Okay. Your highlights, I want you guys to use your highlights. People go through your highlights. That is at first, like they see your bio, they see your profile picture, great. And then highlights. What is it saying? If you have a business or if you have offerings, what can you say about that right away? How can you answer frequently asked questions? How can you show the results you've had, testimonials? Like make it so easy for the audience coming in to see your bio and look through the highlights and be like, oh, wow, yeah, this person knows what they're doing and they take their social media seriously. People really respect when you take your social media seriously, when they come onto your page and it's like, wow, that's amazing. This is exactly the type of account I was looking for. Give them all the reasons to say yes to following you. And then I also am a huge fan of using pinned posts to give all the information that they need about you. This especially applies if you have business offerings or just offerings and services. Like I love to see an about me, and I love to see like an overview of how you can work with me. I think those are amazing pin posts to have. And if you're more lifestyle, like what are those things you want them to come on your page and see? A lot of times it's those higher performing videos, which is totally fine, but just reassess, like what are those, what's the bio, the highlight, and the pin post saying about you to that brand new person coming onto your page? Okay, and then lastly, the tough love is going to continue because so many people are just not patient enough. Like if you're doing everything I just said, like you're locked in on that, you still need to be patient. I think so many times people look at the big accounts, right? Like the huge accounts that they're like, oh, I want to be there. And they don't realize the days, weeks, months, and years that person has put in to their social media. We think, oh, they haven't been doing it that long, but it's been 3 years and they've been consistent day after week after month. And here's the harsh truth, you guys, social media growth takes time. It takes a lot more time than we wish that it would. It takes a lot more time than we think it should based on the effort that we're putting in, okay? I totally get it. I've been growing new pages this year and it is humbling. It is really humbling as I'm working on my clients' pages. Nothing is an overnight success. And if anyone promises you an overnight success, please run far in the other direction because that's not how it works. It's consistent and strategic effort over and over and over. And I want you to think about like, I'm going to sit back, buckle in, and do this every day for a year. I'm going to sit in, I'm going to head down, do this for a year, for a year and a half, for 2 years, and then I'm going to expect growth. And that might be totally crazy, but that's like the expectation that you need to have. It's like you need to be sowing those seeds daily before you're ever going to see a return, before you're ever going to see that growth. And of course, you see those little bits of growth. I'm not saying you're not going to see growth because that's not true. But for you to see that massive growth that you're like dreaming of, that's a lot of effort, days, weeks, months, and years accumulated, okay? And so many of the big pages that you see, you're forgetting and you missed all the work that they put into it, how long it took them, and how much effort they did. And again, it circles back to that consistency. That is so crucial, you guys, for you to actually get to that social media that you want. It is a must that you just head down, buckle in. And one of my mentors, Chris Harder, said with this podcast, he had this training and it was like, you need to be focused on doing a podcast for 2 years and not expect anything from it. And is that nice, warm, and fuzzy to hear? No. Do I think I'll see more return in a year than nothing? Yes. I'm going to put everything I have into this and I know I'll see stuff. But the mindset is there. Like, I'm going to do this podcast every day for a year and not expect anything from it, knowing that it will pay off down the road, right? Like, I think we've lost that ability to be patient with something and to like really consistently stay on something. And it's time to like bring back the fact that things take time, right? Like we're looking for that microwave win in this like climate that we're in. Everything should be quick, easy, doable. And if it's not quick and easy, it's not working. And that's just not true. It takes time. So know that when you're like doing everything right, you still need to show up consistently and you still need to have patience with that growth because things just take longer than we wish that they did. Okay. I hope that this was unbelievably valuable for you. Let me know what comes up for you. Let me know what topics you want me to go more in depth on. And then I am creating resources that can help you guys nail this and like feel really good about your strategy and also feel like it's pretty simple and doable for you, right? Like I want social media to feel doable. Yes, it's work. Yes, it's a task, but I still want you to feel like, okay, I'm nailing this. I can do this. It works in my life. So let me know if there's anything that I said that you're like, please help me nail this down because I'm literally here for you. I want you to win on social and in life. So always let me know. Thank you so much for listening to Champagne Social. If you loved this, please leave a 5-star review. Tell me what you loved, and then make sure you're subscribed and following the show so you always get notified when it's coming up. And I will see you guys next time. Until then, cheers.